They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Now Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks up. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I really wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. So the completion good for just 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And I think this is a one we'll see more as this game goes on, because with his speed, They want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Rashad Gary, the man to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashad Gary. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Packers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the moment. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him count things out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Uzomah. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In motion left is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Wilson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Rookie Jermaine Johnson going all the way from last chance U to now dropping NFL quarterbacks. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer, 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Great speed, outstanding body control, really goes up and snatches the ball out of the air. Everything that you're looking for in a WR1. He gets the 1st down right there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
One more time with Hall. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the 1st half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On second down, Dillon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Jones again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
From the 8, it's third and goal.
Here's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And avoids the contact by sliding. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
He gets it underneath to Hall.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Kenny Clark able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's all over. The Green Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They're facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Green Bay, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.